Hi, today we are going to learn about how to create an object in the SailPoint. If you wanted to create any object, how to create it and how to save that particular object into SailPoint. That is what we are going to do here now. Okay. First of all, I said the save the particular object. If I want to save one particular object, what are the methods are available? In the SailPoint, I have a context. In the context, I have a few methods are available. These methods are applicable for all objects which is there in the SailPoint. So I have one method like save object. This is the save object. Using this, you can save one particular object into the SailPoint. So for the starting of this class, I wanted to save one identity. For this, I wanted to set some attributes, and after that, save that particular object into the system. And if you see here, this guy is the context object is available in object in all the rules. And if you see here, this context also will rule will have this run rule also will be inherited. That you can say that. I mean, like for this code, you are not required to learn this point, but I wanted to highlight one. I mean, like I wanted to highlight this point also. So run rule, there is a run rule is there. Using that you can run one specific rule. That's what I wanted to highlight here. So this is the method I am going to use. If I want to save an object, I am going to use this method save object is there. Using that you can save one particular object into the system. One particular object you can save into system. And the same way here import object is there. In particular object into the SailPoint, if you want to import, you can use the import object. The same way a particular object you want to remove from the SailPoint, you can remove using the remove object also. So let's see, first we are going to learn how to save one particular object. So if I wanted to write a specific particular object, how I'm going to use it. So for that, okay, you wanted to write one starting rule, and so let me take one rule and start writing that rule here. Okay, in this I have a contest object here, and I have a context object. From there I'm going to write my own rule here. This is my context object. So first of all, I wanted to create identity object. One identity object I wanted to create here. So how identity object I'm just seeing here. This is my identity object. One specific identity is there na, that I wanted to save this kind of object. So it is their identity object. So I need to create first identity object. So I'm just creating identity object. So to create this, what is the approach? I need to create identity initialization. I am doing that initialization here. I am doing that initialization here. Identity. Oh my God. So ID is equal to identity is equal new identity. So I have set this identity, and for that I'm going to use going to set one specific identity. If you are going to set, you are going to set you will be using this is my identity class, right? So you can see this API. This is my API already configured in the, and from the API you can see what are the methods are there. Those you can make use of it. For you to understand some of the methods, I'm setting it. So I, for the time saving purpose, I already wrote this thing and I kept here. And I'm just saving it. And here this is the method. And so this is my I initialize this object as identity, right? This is the thing. And instead of other class I used it. So and wherever the new identity is there, I wanted to set, I wanted to change with the identity, replace replace. So this is the place I'm doing it. Two times it has come. I don't know how it is come. So but here I have created identity, and for this I am setting the display name, first name, last name, and attribute and all. I'm setting it. I'm setting it. This is not required. I'm just removing it. So I have used the methods by default, right? So I'm just saying that I have written a rule here. I wanted to deploy this piece of code into one rule. So let me take one role, existing role, and make use of that role. I'm taking this code and existing code, I'm removing it. Existing code, I'm removing it. Let me remove it, and I'm just keeping it here. And whichever is not there, if you develop this through using Eclipse and all, not useful methods, it's going to become here as yellow color. I'm removing it, and I don't want this thing, and I'm removing it. And I'm wanted to save this identity only. Let me put some errors and show you some mistakes, and so that you will try to understand how it is I'm going to fix the problem. Suppose if without errors, I wanted to keep some errors and you to understand some of the modification also, I'm doing it. So this is my role, and I'm deploying it. I'm deploying it. Deploy is there, and this is my assignment 3 is there. This is my assignment 3. I am going for there, and my rule is this: rule, assignment 3 and all. So you are trying to see, definitely it has some errors. I want you to understand how I'm going to fix it. And if I mean, if you learn the fixing and your own, you can fix that at a later point of time. So I'm just saving it. So it is saying that null point. It is saying that not null property reference as a null. It means that there is some property is important. So I said this name, last name, display name, and all. One property is important, that is identity. Name is there, one property in identity attribute. If every attribute, any SailPoint object, if you are doing that, at that time we need to have identity name, one attribute is there. Identity attribute is there. Identity name attribute is there. Using that identity name is there, and using that you can set this. This is my identity name. So this attribute, this method you must set it. So for that I am setting this. So always what I did now, I'll try to write my code here and I'll put it over there. Okay, till you got confidence. I mean, till you got the confidence, like you are doing right coding and all. Otherwise, try to put in the Eclipse and after that try to copy it over there. What it will help? No, it will help you to. It will help you to write better way. I am saving this. Okay, and here I'm just saving some other name. Okay, here I wanted to save some other, instead of James Scott I wanted to keep some other name. So what name we will get? You will keep it as a David Scott. Okay, David Scott, and the first name is David and Scott, and the name is David Scott. So I'm saving it, and email is a David Scott, and employee ID I'm keeping as a 200. Okay, full name is David Scott. Email ID. Two times I have said, I am just keeping only one time, sir. Two times. Okay. This is not required. I am removing it. James Scott. One time only I'm keeping it. Now you may have a doubt how I come across this identity data attributes and all. How do I know this? I mean, email ID and all. So when I'm writing this code, okay, before that, let me see what are the identities are available in the system. What are the identities are available in the system? Because after I executed, you will not be seeing that whether it is identity already created or not. That is the reason I wanted you to see this identity. So I have James Scott and all things. Already James Scott was there. Okay, before running the class, I wrote one time. So I wanted to verify if I run this, it will not be able to. So James Scott is there. So I wanted you to observe how it is there and all. If you wanted to see how identity, how it is appear, you can open this identity. I just open identity, and you can see this identity display name, first name, last name, whatever here is seeing this key values, key is there, that key I kept it over there. Whatever I am having the key is there, the key value I kept in this here. So email ID, employee ID, like this. So for this employee ID, this is employee ID, and this is employee ID. I kept it. Full name, it is a full name. Whatever the tag is there, the tag I kept it here. Okay, and now I am setting it. Right now I'm not setting manager for this. Okay, let me run that. After that I will be setting that. So I have this, and I'm running this, and this is my role, and this is my rule. and I just saved it, right? Let me save it. I'm just saving it, and we'll be doing some more modifications. Right now, I'm just going ahead and let me run this role. So this rule is going to be create one identity here. So what is the David Scott? Yeah, David Scott has created. So this is the way you are going to save an object. This is the way you are going to save one particular object. If you want to save, you can save that particular object in that system. So this is the way. And what is the method? This is the class I'm going to use it, and just refresh. I wanted to make it as a refresh one, and the latest copy whatever is there in the SailPoint I wanted to get it. So I'm just doing the refresh. So whatever the SailPoint is there, I'll be adding some more methods. Okay, whatever the methods is there, that things and all I wanted to do it and all. So for this identity, how do you define the manager for this identity? Those things will be doing it here. So I'm just doing the refresh. Okay, this is the my code is existing available. Now I wanted to set a manager for this. I wanted to set a manager for this. So first of all, if I want to set a manager, okay, how my method is there? This is my method. So here, if you see here, manager. So how I wanted to set a manager, how if I want to set a identity class, if you want to set a manager, how it is there? Any way is there and all we are saying that manager, anything is there, manager. If I want to set manager, modified, created, and created. If I doesn't know anything, if I am doing that time, how I am handling it and all I'm saying that. So this is method, and I want to set one manager for this, and how I am going to do it. We'll see that identity at set manager. Anything is there? Set manager identity. And let's see that how we can see. So as of now, you can find that how I am going to save on a particular object you have learned, right? So in the same way, you can set manager also. Let's see that how we are going to do it. It is in the extended attribute identity and then. So I want to set a manager, right? So for this, I have to actually I was trying for this method. I could not find, so I went to the Java class and tried for this. I just typed identity dot set manager. So I got this manager. I need to pass the identity here. So whatever the identity, I said that is going to be manager. Okay, I have my rule here. So in the rule, where if you are developing the code, sometimes it will not help me for all the code, whatever I want to set. Okay, this is my rule. So I'm doing the deployment accelerator. If deployment accelerator will help you to deploy any code easily in the SailPoint, and whatever the modification is there in the SailPoint, you can get it easily. So if you are not aware of that, please let me know. And so I'm just doing it. So I wanted to set here identity at set manager. I want to set identity here. So basically you need to set identity. So whatever this identity you want to set a manager for this field, we are going to do that. I want to set manager. I wanted to develop keep the code here. Before that I used to write my code in the Java class. That is the best way. So I wanted to put the one manager. So whatever who else is there, bar field, that field I wanted to set a manager. So for that manager, first I wanted to get the manager, right? So for that identity, get object is there, get object, identity get object, and I'm just keeping this whatever the identity. So I'm keeping this identity class, and I wanted to set the Bob field as a manager, Bob field as a manager. So I'm just coming here and going to take this name. name is equal to Bob field, which has their name is equal to Bob field, which is there. That guy is I wanted to set for this guy. I mean like Bob field I want to set as a manager for that guy. So I'm taking this variable and I'm initializing it. I wanted to fetch this. Basically, this guy is going to help me to get a written as identity, right? So whatever you pass, that guy is going to come here. So I'm setting as a identity and identity manager ID like this. I'm getting it manager. Basically, this guy is going to return as identity. I'm setting here and this piece of code I'm going to keep in the my role here. That piece of code I want to set in the so identity manager you're pulling out and whatever you set you are setting here. So after that you are going to save it. So this is the way whenever you piece of code you'll be doubling other players and you'll be making use of it. So can I deploy this code? Let me deploy this code into the SailPoint. It is not saved, so I'm just saving one more time deploying it. So I'm just going and see that whether that is saved or not. So as of now, when this David Scott has created that time, it is not having a manager, any manager. It is not having any manager. Now, so I deployed the rule, right? What is my rule? As in three like this, assignment three and all. So I'm just saying that and say practice by practice only will improve, sir. Anything if you wanted to improve, it will improve by practice only. And I added here. Can I run this code? Before running this code, can I add log statement? If I want a log statement, so what are things I need to have? These two lines, these four lines I'm keeping it, and these four lines I'm keeping it. And I am having this starting of the rule like this, starting of the log dot debug, starting of the rule and the ending of the rule, ending of the rule. So I'm just saving it here, deploy. I have got a rule. I got a rule. This is my assignment tree. So I'm just deploying it here. So here is my things and I'm keeping as a assignment three. So assignment three is this and I'm running it here. What happened? It is not, I mean like it is already might be there. That is the reason it is saying that already boss, it is already there. So let's see that what is that. What is that? I cannot execute these things and I cannot execute method and all. So it is saying that duplicate entry. It is because already since James card is there, na? That is the reason you are trying to add. So for that reason, I'm just trying to remove that identity. Okay, you can alternative, you can do something. Right now, what I'm just James cut. I'm before a few minutes back we created that is the reason it is coming. So I'm running removing that code. So basically, when this you run this rule, what is going to it is going to create one object James card. First of all, we'll run this. James card is removed. David Scott is removed or not? Yeah, it is removed. So what is going to happen in this rule? We'll see here. So what is happening here? We'll see here. So here is the rule, and I'm just giving this rule name and. This is my and David and all things and I'm saving it here. I'm going to save this and basically I want to create an object as David and for that object I wanted to set as a manager as a Bob field. So that is what our intention. So let me run this role and let's see that whether it is appearing or not. I ran this role so I can see in the logs what is happening. Okay, if it is going fine means it is going to starting of the rule, ending a rule is come. So it came and you can go and see now that particular object is created or not. and it should have appearance of the manager also. So see this David Scott, and it has having a manager, the Bob field also it is got affected. Now you can understand that how to save on a particular object, and you have learned I have learned about it. Okay, and just stopping here, and uh, next you will be seeing different videos like how to run one test specific task, and specific task whatever the identities is there, and how many work groups are there, that I wanted you to know that. Just stopping this video here now.